Welcome back. We should load right into the starting cutscene for the Crystarium, pictured here in this lovely artwork. Looks like it has multiple airship docks. I count 1, 2, 3. 3 airship docks? Possibly 4? No idea how long it's going to take to load in. Because it's got to load the cutscene too. Yeah. I'll be quiet.
Such a proud and vibrant city. The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol, a monument to defiance in the face of death. No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
It looks so good! I love it. Woo! Purple trees! Crystal Exarch. He's a lot shorter than I remember for some reason. Maybe my other Highlander is shorter. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I made all my Highlanders maximum height. Or thereabouts. That seems wildly convenient. Cabinet of Curiosity, huh? Every time they say Aetheryte Plaza, my brain reads Aetheryte Pizza. Crystal clear. Puns. There keeps being like an otherworldly ring in the back of this cutscene. You got some Mamalaja there. Taking care of some, I don't know, black camel birds, I guess. Swing. By focusing your senses, you detect the flow of vastly distant currents of ether. Your connections to these energies is faint but stable, and should allow teleportation to aetherites in the source. Bullshit! But okay. They just wanted to keep the game convenient. That's pretty much why we're going to be able to teleport so easily back and forth. Sigh. I really wish they wouldn't, though. Because it wouldn't be that convenient to travel back by the conventional method of traveling back. Which we will get to later. Humes, huh? On the source I'm called a Hure. I'm sorry, did you say Humes? Let's see if we can straighten this out. See those two in front of us? The shorter one is a Hume, like you, and the taller one is an elf. That sturdy individual over there is a Galgent, while the one with the horns is a Drawn. And then you have the large, scaly chaps with long tails and a knack for raising livestock. Those would be the Zun. Oh, different names for everything over here, I guess. Recent years, huh? I like how in spite of there being total light weather, the shadows are still moving for some reason. The weather is called everlasting light. It's a particle effect in the air. I'd forgotten about this particle effect, if I'm honest. Let's see. Oh, right. We have a whole bunch of aetherites to attune to, don't we? Not gonna lie, they've got cooler looking aetherites than we do. Even their tiny ones are cooler looking. That elf girl looks mildly familiar. The pendants, huh? Let's go back to the aetherite plaza then. And we'll head out over here to the Docile Gate. I suppose. The Excedra, huh? Makes me think of Excedrin. Oh, you're just chilling over here? Waiting for me, huh? Oh, he just re-described the directions to you. I guess he assumes you're lost. Honestly, Crystal Exarch, I'm just staring at your lips and wondering where I've seen them before. If you've been watching the whole Let's Play, you might remember that way back I told you to pay attention to a certain character's lips. It's a very stand-out-y for your lips. Well, I'm not gonna say which character, because you know I don't wanna give it away. I may be easy, but I'm not that easy. Swing. Whenever I read the Amaro launch, my brain reads the Amaro lunch. And no, I'm not hungry right now. I'm actually overeaten. Been doing that a lot lately. Don't know if it's because I lost my mom this year or what. Probably just getting old, fat, and lazy. My stomach seems to be the only muscle that wants to work. She's a cutie. Oh, nice. The mean, huh? Yulmore and layabouts, huh? What are they, Europeans? They sound like Europeans. Well, they all love the Exarch. Out of thin air, you say? Well, Clyde's a carpenter. We'll definitely be back to check that out. You can get some really good crafting EXP. Now you may notice this portion of the map is dark, like right here, and that denotes that it's underneath the rest of the map that we're on. So to actually get to this guy, we gotta go and like hop all the way down. And the layout of the Crystarium, it's questionable. It definitely encourages aetheryte use, that's for sure. But I find myself, as usual, just usually running around. Let's see, I don't think we attuned to the crystalline mean. That's okay. We can warp back up to the Amaro lunch and go snag it. We also need the Timonos rookery, but the Cabinet of Curiosity, and it's just a giant-ass library. Look at all these books. Long green-haired fellow. Exarch told me to come here. Oh, great! They're bringing Clyde a kid's book. I guess it'll get the point across quickly. Oh my. 100 years ago, or near enough not to matter, Villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadow Keeper, the Steward of Darkness. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour into the world as if from unseen cracks. It pooled and swelled without cease, until the day an enormous, blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We called this calamity the Flood of Light. Everything it touched was leached of life and vigor, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. Yet, just when it seemed that all would be lost, a savior appeared before us. The Oracle of Light. She stood twixt us and approaching doom, and by her power did she stay the flood. Thus was Norvrant, and Norvrant alone spared the fate of erasure. I thought she was coming here to feed the light to Heidelin. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspect, to bedevil the few folk who survived. These sin-eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the night from Norvrant's sky. Even now they circle in the remaining bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. That's a kid's book? Damn. Must be rated PG-13. And thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I would be glad to retell it to you. Or, if you would rather, I would speak of other matters. That too would be my pleasure. I should be glad of the company. Oh. Oh, cool. You can do that at any time. Neato. Let's get those other Aetherites real quick. Should be as simple as going up to the MRO launch, and then we hop down to Crystalline Mean, grab that one, and then we hop down to the Temenos Rookery. Words are hard. Temenos Rookery. And, everything will be Gucci. Maybe. Kind of, sort of, in a way. Swing, swing, swing. Look, person crafting. Oh yeah. Dragon Sung Fry Pan. That looks rather nice compared to my crafting tools. Swing. Yeah. I guess we could teleport to Docile, be slightly faster, right? I really don't like teleporting around cities, though. I feel like there's too much teleportation in modern MMOs. Travelers of Norvrant. Just like that, then Garahatia is I am not familiar with that name. Is there something I should know? An extraordinary tale, but I'm afraid I found no such individual residing in the tower when it passed into my care. Mayhap we can revisit that mystery another time. For now, I think it's best that we focus on the present. If you remember back at the Crystal Tower storyline, you remember Grahatia, he used his Algan blood to reseal the tower. And went to sleep, into hibernation. Maybe we'll see him again. Pretty similar to that place we got summoned to in the fight with the Lidibus possessing Xenos' body.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard. I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind. Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow Scions. To put it simply, they are here in the First. Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the Source. In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the First, and the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted.
Oh, okay, so it's the scriptwriter's timetable. Gotcha.
That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence. And thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time. As for your companions, however, Y'shtola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred's count stands at 5. Even our more recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the First for almost a year. My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well. As they were not the object of my summons, their transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely spirits that one can see and touch. Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return. We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least. As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift. In that chaotic no-man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass. In his vision of tomorrow, the First was rejoined with the Source. This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes. Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die. And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours. Their souls are stranded in the First, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction. Nor have their efforts been in vain. For it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin-Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity. Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips. I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand. Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home. What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
For want of a better choice.
Excellent. You will not regret this. With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road. Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
But I've been around. That was the purpose of your 3 little thingy-majiggies. Oh well. Once Dark Knight hits level 73, we can switch to another job, like Astrologian, or Samurai, or Dragoon. Yeah, we could have teleported from Docile to the markets, but it's close enough. I don't care. Sprinty sprint sprint. You know what, I'll actually probably switch to Red Mage, because I'll most likely be using Dark Knight and Astrologian for quicker dungeon queues as EXP starts to tighten up again.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. What you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here.
Should I take Gil? Do they even have Gil in Norvrant?
Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough. Each nation once minted its own coins, but 'twas all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal. As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil, a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here. And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice. From what your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter. Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
Tombstones. Oh, he's so disappointed.
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your homeworld. Avan Kerm Sin?
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here. What amusements do you have for me today?
The fairy?
My dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task. This fine gentleman is a friend from a distant realm. And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from his home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift. How wonderfully exciting. What a brave and reckless and marvellous thing you did. You've the heart of a pixie, you do. After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin. But answer me this, traveller. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails? Just as I thought! Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass. From this moment forth I will be your Isne Fis, and you my Sne Yak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other. Raise your hand.
I can't tell if they're like speaking Old Celtic or like Gaelic or Welsh. Pretty sure it's Gaelic or Celtic or Irish.
We are bound now,
Really?
dearest sapling. Come then. Make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
Mayhap a message to your friends in the Source to inform them of your safe arrival.
Let's send it to Tataru. Tataru actually saw us go away.
Consider it done.
As you heard, that was Feo Ul of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings. They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium. Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
I'm kind of hoping we'll get to the next zone in this recording, but we may not. But we shall see. It's not just in-room this time, it's literally a room given to us by the Exarchs. This is technically like our own apartment. But basically functions just like an in-room. You can't really change the furniture or anything. Oh.
I know you. You're the warrior of light from the Source. What? Did you just... You can hear me? Oh, gods, how long has it been? That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert. I used an alias in the Source. A daft one, looking back.
I'll say, you literally, all you did was took out the D.
If you recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the flood. We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source, and tried to hasten their goddamned ardor. I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia, how she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the First. The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant, Minfilia and my friends. They surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away, leaving me to bear witness. Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
Roughly 100 years.
100 years. 100 long years.
Yeah, you're a ghost. I get it.
My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear.
So how do your feet find purchase on the ground?
I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift. I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges. Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room. Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that?
I'm here to save the world, man.
You were summoned to save the First. A waste of time. This world is beyond saving, like those who try to save it. Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
What about anti-heroes? Eh? Eh? Sleeping in full plate mail armor. Just Clyde things. Sleeping with the lights on, too. Well, I hope you like in-room scenes, because there's going to be one of those pretty much after every major story, like, advancement. They'll be like, oh man, we've done so much, you need to rest, lest you die, and stuff. And it's all like, whoa, okay. And then you get people talking to you in your room, trying to sex you up. No, I'm kidding about the sexing you up part, but you do get a bunch of people talking to you in your room, so. there is that. I think we got like 10 to 15 minutes left on the recording. I could be wrong. I think we'll get to the first new zone, though. Well, second new zone. The zone that we entered in at was Lakeland. So we've seen the first zone, but I guess I mean the second zone. The first zone beyond the initial starting zone, I guess. Alright, sexy lips.
Ah, how did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest.
I had a ghostly visit here.
I was not aware the room was haunted, and you were rather tired. Well, should you receive another visitation, be sure to let me know. Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts. This map shows the lands of Norvrand, the only area to be spared the flood of light.
Looks exactly like Eorzea.
The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland.
AKA Mordona.
And to the north is the fairy kingdom of Il-Meg. That is where you'll find Urianger.
AKA Ishgard.
To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest.
So, Gridania?
Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty. As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium. Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness. For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement. Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armareng. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe. So, will it be Calicia or Armareng? It matters not which you choose to visit first. Simply inform me once you've made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount.
Very well.
But you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of Sin Eaters. Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
Actually, I wasn't wondering about Thancred, but now that you mention him. In search of Alice, let's do this. Yeah, it was right after. It was in a war zone. Alright. I'll move off to the Amaro lunch. But we might as well pick up In Search of Alpha now. You get access to both Calusia, which is basically Norvrand's version of Vilbrand, and Amareng, which is sort of like a Ul'dah Alamigo hybrid. his name has the word ass in it. And off we go! Discovering new locations!
From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath, Arang, once rose. When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Arang meant majestic land in the language of his people. And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
Extra crispy desert. It's cold. That is weird. In fact, that defies most logic. Then again, the sky is like covered in clouds, and the clouds themselves seem to be making the light, so it's like an artificial magic light. It's like being under fluorescent bulbs, everything is bright, but you still get cold. Hey, I was trying to enjoy the ambient music, you jerk. Must we? I'm already low on time, you jerks. I want to get to the first etherite here. Feast my eyes on what? Oh, the structure that was quite obviously tilted and sinking into the sand? Yeah. Castor Charles. Souk, huh? And even with the map EXP going, I don't think we're gonna hit level 73 from this next quest. Which is okay. It doesn't really matter how fast we go. There's plenty EXP to earn yet. And there will be new dungeons for us to do eventually. Let's ignore him for a second and go grab that aetherite. I'm not sure how much time I've got left in this recording. In fact, I think I'm gonna grab this aetherite and stop it here. So, thanks for watching, and stay safe and have a nice day. And next time we'll continue on with Shadowbringers. We'll find Alice.